Were Native Americans the real reason the Founding Fathers went to war with Britain? If you've ever read the Declaration of Independence closely, you can't miss the line that says, "King George III has endeavored to bring on the merciless Indian savages, whose known rule of warfare is an undistinguished destruction of all ages, sexes, and conditions." Now, the popular narrative of our country's founding basically says that the colonists' main beef with Britain were high taxes. But this almost completely leaves out how anti-native racism was actually central to why America became an independent country in the first place. But don't take my word for it. Here's Ned Blackhawk, a professor of American Studies and History at Yale University.
Hey Khalil. So the truth is, many British colonists cared more about British policies with Indian nations than they did the imposition of royal taxes. Settlers wanted access to the interior, but British laws like the Royal Proclamation of 1763 prohibited them. So starting in 1763, during the first winter of Pontiac's War, settler militias started forming that targeted indigenous communities, massacred several, and lobbied the colonial legislature for bounties for Indian scalps. That's where I believe the term merciless Indian savages should be most readily located within that history, as these were among many of the primary concerns that motivated British anti-monarchical beliefs.
So basically, a lot of colonists went to war with Britain because they didn't like the British laws that kept them from further encroaching on native lands and taking native resources. Well, I guess that shatters a lot of deep-seated myths about how noble the spirit of the revolution was. And if we wanted to learn more about this, where can we go?
This year, I released my new book, The Rediscovery of America, Native Peoples in the Unmaking of U.S. History. It tries to locate Native American history at the center of American historical analysis. I do so in part to highlight the agency of Native peoples in the making of America, and Chapter 5, Settler Uprising, the Indigenous Origins of the American Revolution, examines this subject.
So did you all know this, and are you celebrating the 4th of July this year? Let me know in the comments and follow for more.